going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. This story right here is out of Columbus, Ohio. Shout out Columbus. And this is a story I've been covering, and a story that runs me red hot. And it's about the death of an 8-year-old boy, Martonio Wilder. I've been covering this case. These two women up here, yes, that's a woman. The one woman is Lashanda Wilder. As you can see, she's the mother of Martonio. And the other woman is Jonna Lowe, or Jonna Lowe, right? The one with the Billy Goat's gruff. That's her girlfriend. They're both locked up. Mother's charged with the murder. She's charged with the obstruction of justice. Now, I've covered this story. I've made a couple of videos about the story as events, news came out about how vicious this crime was, by the mother taking the life of her own son, stuffing him in a trash bag, taking him up in the attic, and then reporting him missing. If that's not enough, this same woman, Lashanda Wilder, tried to put the blame on her 9-year-old son. Then on top of that, she tried to run and dip off before turning herself in a day later after police was looking for her. When they came to the house, she wouldn't let them come in the house with canines to search for the missing child. As the police got there and they went to search, she dipped off with the man-child. Now check this out. The 911 calls came out. Soon as y'all hear this, after knowing the story and what was brought out so far in the media and what the family says, this makes this story all the more worse. I can't stand this type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? People get upset because I say certain things about certain people. I don't give a shit. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's a baby dead. He didn't ask to be here. This is a perfect example of it. Listen to this 911 call and tell me if this don't piss you off, because I'm going to come back and get red hot on this shit. Go.
8-year-old Martonio Wilder is dead, and his mother is charged with his murder. His body found in the attic of a home in a trash bag and sleeping bag cover. It's a story that's hard to hear, but one we've covered extensively since it first broke last Friday. But tonight we're hearing for the first time from the mother. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Yolanda Harris. Andrew has the night off. Several of our public record requests have come back, including the mother's 911 call the day after she says he went missing. 10 TV's Carly Dion shares what the mother says happened. Carly?
Yolanda, the boy's mother, Lashanda Wilder, is being charged with his murder, but her 911 calls that day seem to contradict that charge as they reveal her emotional plea to dispatchers that her son ran away. We want to warn you, some of what you are about to hear may be disturbing.
My 8-year-old son ran away last night.
In this 911 call from Friday afternoon, a voice believed to be Lashanda Wilder is asking the dispatcher for help in locating her 8-year-old son, Martonio, who she is reporting as missing.
I don't know what he wearing. I think his red and black Nikes are missing. I don't know what he had on. Nobody seen him leave.
The dispatcher then asks Wilder the last time she saw Martonio.
We all went to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. My back door was wide open. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Before the call ends, she adds this isn't the first time her son has tried to get away.
He had jumped out my window before I found him on the side of my house. He just keeps trying to run away. I don't know why. He said he hate me. He said he hate everything. He said he don't care about being here.
Records reveal officers were called to their home on Olmsted Avenue 22 times over the last year and a half, including a disturbance call just 1 week before this incident. Several of those calls were listed as domestic violence or domestic disputes. When officers arrived at the home on Olmsted Avenue, they spoke to Wilder. Officers searched the home and were unable to locate the boy, which is when the missing persons unit responded with a canine cadaver dog. At this point, Wilder became uncooperative, did not want the dog inside her home, and left the area with her girlfriend, Jonna Lowe, and her 2 other children. Just before 6:30 Friday night, Martonio's body was found hidden in the home's attic in a trash bag and sleeping bag cover. Hours later, an Amber Alert was issued for Martonio's 2 young siblings and Wilder. The children were eventually located safely at Lowe's home with her mother, but Wilder and Lowe were not there. The Franklin County coroner ruled Martonio's death a homicide. The coroner also reports finding deep neck compression on the child. The following day, Wilder and Lowe turned themselves in to police and were taken to the Franklin County Jail. Both are facing obstruction of justice charges in addition to Wilder's murder charge. Now, Wilder is being held on a $2 million bond and will have another hearing in court next week. Carly Dion, 10 TV News.
All right, y'all. That's the 911 call she made after his body was dead and she strangled him and put him in the attic. Then she made the call. He missing. I want you to think about that shit. You up here on the phone call. My son, he gone. He done ran away. He did it before. I came downstairs. The back door was wide open. Ooh, we went to bed 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Ooh, like you singing a Wu-Tang song in the background. That's one of them backup sound effects. Got a hell of a fucking nerve. And I told you, this whole thing is about confusion. Organized confusion at its best. Said the police was over there massive amounts of time. He said he hate me. He don't want to be here. He want to leave. You know why? You know why he wanted to do that? Because you provided an unstable home for a child that needed stability. Whole bunch of confusion over there and confusement. Police coming over there. Domestic calls, most of them. So you and this person up there fighting each other. You got boys. You tried to blame the death of the child on another child. Now, we don't know if these kids was in the house. The other 2 kids was in the house when she did this to young Martonio. But we do know she tried to put the blame on one of them, that she ran off when that story didn't stick. See, people are bad liars as well as bad parents. Somebody left me a comment. Oh, you coming hard on the gay joint. I have nothing against gay people. My favorite uncle was a gay man before he died of AIDS. You know what I'm saying? I have no difference or whatever what somebody wants to do with their life and their sexual orientation. It means nothing to me. It doesn't. I just care if they're a good person or not. But I will say this, and this might piss some people off because people get butthurt nowadays. That's what the fuck wrong with society. Nobody want to see it for what it is. It's a child dead. And that child didn't have a chance. And I'm going to tell you why. He didn't have a chance. Number one, look at his family structure. That's a boy. He was made from a boy. Now, somewhere in the confusion, like I said, the confusion of the mind of the mother, she with a girl that looked like a guy. How the hell can you expect your son to have a fruitful upbringing and an honest upbringing when the example for him to follow of how to be with a woman is a woman that looks like a man that fights on you and you fight with? They said this woman right here, the mother, got extreme anger issues. I don't know if she starts confusions or not, but either way, it's fucked up and it's a messed up environment that causes confusion in the kid from confusion that you're putting in front of his fucking face. That's an unstable household. For what she did, you can tell, and for what she did on that phone call. This is utter bullshit. And there are a lot of children out here right now that are in households where they just can't catch a break. A lot of stuff that they're seeing, they shouldn't see. Leave them scratching their head even at a young age. How many of you people out there know somebody where the kids got more sense than the grown-ups that's raising them or supposed to be raising them? This is a perfect example of that. You killed your fucking kid. And then you sat up there and made up a lie and called these people to help you. I'm the sad mom. Woe is me. And then when it fell on you and they asked the right questions, like they would ask anybody else who's a concerned parent with a missing 8-year-old in the fucking street, supposedly, basic questions, you buck up and then run off. This is bullshit. And there'll be other stories like this because motherfuckers don't watch the news and learn from mistakes of others. These children are yours. Part of raising children is to give them a better life than you had yourself, or guide them away from the mistakes that you yourself made. That's parenting. Too many people, misery love company. Gunfire and a battle in your head, and it's a reflection of everything around you. The way you live, the way you look, and how your children see you. And all of that negative stuff and energy that you have around you that you claim is normal or whatever, it rubs off on your children. No wonder he didn't want to be there. And I guarantee you he wasn't the only fucking one. He said he hate me. You know how hard it is? Or what you got to do to have an 8-year-old boy say he hates you? If he did say that, because you lie about every motherfucking thing. Think about that. He's 8 years old. My daughter's 8. He's 8 and don't want to be around you. Can you imagine the things he's experienced, things he's went through, and things he's just seen that he couldn't understand that threw him into a mental chaos where he's like, damn. Either way, man, she need to go. They need to send her right to go look at the roses or the daisies or whatever. Because this is messed up. This chick right here riding with her. Whatever she's saying, you know a baby was killed. You laughed and joked with that child and everything. And you couldn't even do the right thing and be like, hey, listen, I ain't with this shit. You let it go down. You ain't even try to stop her. That right there lets me know this little boy was probably abused, and him just getting fucked up and crying or whatever and getting beat a certain way. They was used to seeing it. I wonder if she did this in front of this girl. The truth will come out and we'll report on it. Either way, man, they both need to go, in my fucking opinion. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.